What if I told you that a simple bowl of oatmeal, eaten every morning, could transform your body in ways you never imagined? Sounds too good to be true, right? But hold on, because what you don't know about oatmeal might shock you. And, more importantly, what if you've been eating it the wrong way all this time? Let's dive deep into what really happens to your body when oatmeal becomes your morning ritual, and the hidden mistakes almost everyone makes that could be sabotaging your health goals. All right, picture this. You wake up. You're groggy, hungry, maybe even bloated from last night's dinner. You grab a bowl, pour some oats, add hot water or milk, toss in some fruit, maybe a drizzle of honey, and boom, breakfast. Simple, easy, healthy. But is it really? The moment oatmeal enters your system, your body kicks into gear. One of the first things it impacts? Your gut. Oats are loaded with a special kind of fiber called beta-glucan. This fiber doesn't just sit there. It gets to work, acting like a sponge in your digestive tract, soaking up cholesterol and pushing it out. Within just days of consistent oatmeal consumption, studies have shown LDL cholesterol, that's the bad kind, can start to drop. But here's the twist. Not all oats are created equal. If you're using flavored packets with added sugars and chemicals, you're not helping your heart. You're hurting it. And we're just getting started. Let's talk energy. Ever feel those mid-morning crashes after breakfast? That spike-then-crash roller coaster that leaves you craving snacks at 10 a.m.? That's usually thanks to sugary cereals or white bread toast. But oatmeal, especially steel-cut or rolled oats, provides a slow, sustained release of energy. Your blood sugar rises gently, stays steady, and keeps you feeling full for hours. But wait, are you adding banana, honey, raisins, brown sugar, and almond butter on top of your oats? Because if so, you might be turning your healthy breakfast into a calorie bomb. Sneaky mistake. 1. Overloading your bowl with sugar. Even if it's natural sugar, your body still responds with insulin spikes. And, over time, that can lead to insulin resistance, weight gain, and even metabolic issues. Now, here's where things get even more interesting. Daily oatmeal doesn't just affect your digestion or your energy. It starts to affect your skin. That's right. People who eat oatmeal regularly report fewer breakouts, better hydration, and a more even skin tone. How? It's the combination of antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds in oats like avenanthramides. They calm internal inflammation, and you see the difference on your face. But hold up. There's a dangerous oatmeal myth we need to bust. Oats are gluten-free, so they're safe for everyone. Not exactly. Unless your oats are labeled certified gluten-free, they've probably been contaminated with wheat during processing. That could spell serious trouble for anyone with gluten sensitivity or celiac disease. So, mistake 2. Assuming all oats are safe. Read the label every time. Now, let's talk weight loss. Yes, oatmeal can be your ally here, but only if you play it smart. That fiber we talked about earlier? It does wonders for keeping you full. People who eat oats in the morning tend to eat less throughout the day. But if you're not measuring your portions, you might be eating double what your body needs. Half a cup of dry oats is usually enough, not a full bowl. Mistake 3. Ignoring portion sizes. Even healthy foods have limits. And here's something hardly anyone talks about. Oatmeal and muscle gain. Yup. If you're working out, oats can help. They provide complex carbs that fuel your workouts and help with muscle recovery. But here's the catch. You need to pair them with protein. A scoop of protein powder, some Greek yogurt on the side, or even a few egg whites. Otherwise, you're missing out on the full recovery effect. At this point, you might be thinking, okay, oatmeal sounds amazing, but what's the catch? And that's a good question, because even the healthiest foods, eaten the wrong way, can backfire. One major issue with daily oatmeal: monotony. Eating the exact same thing every day can lead to nutrient gaps. Oats are rich in some vitamins and minerals, like manganese, phosphorus, and magnesium. But they're low in others, like vitamin C and B12. That's why mistake 4 is using oatmeal as a nutritional crutch. Don't rely on oats alone. Mix it up. Add chia seeds. Rotate fruits. Sprinkle in spices like cinnamon or turmeric. Make your bowl a nutrient powerhouse, not just a carb bomb. And now, here's where we flip everything upside down. Did you know that, for some people, eating oats actually causes bloating, discomfort, and brain fog? Sounds crazy, right? But it's true. If your gut microbiome is out of balance, or if you have undiagnosed food sensitivities, oats can be a trigger. They contain compounds called avenins, similar to gluten, which can cause issues in sensitive individuals. So, mistake 5, ignoring how your body reacts. Always listen to the feedback your body gives you. And finally, this might be the biggest oatmeal mistake of all. Microwaving your oats in plastic containers. Not only does this leach harmful chemicals like BPA into your food, but it also destroys some of the antioxidants and nutrients in your oatmeal. Always use glass or ceramic, and cook your oats on the stove if you can. So let's recap. Oatmeal can lower cholesterol and support heart health. It stabilizes blood sugar and keeps you full. It helps your skin glow and supports digestion. It can even fuel workouts and promote weight loss. But sugary toppings and portion-size mistakes can sabotage progress. Not all oats are gluten-free, read the label. Daily oats without variety can create nutrient imbalances. And worst of all, eating it without listening to your body's signals can backfire. And we're just scratching the surface. Coming next, we're diving into something few people talk about: how oatmeal affects your brain, your hormones, and even your sleep. Plus, the shocking ingredient that many people add to oats, thinking it's healthy, when it's actually wrecking your gut health. Stay tuned. All right, now let's take things a step further. What if I told you that your morning oatmeal could influence your mood, your focus, and even your sleep patterns? It's not just fuel for the body, it's information for your brain. And what you feed it determines how you feel throughout the day and the night. Let's start with the brain. Oatmeal is a complex carbohydrate, and that's actually a big deal. When you eat it, your body breaks it down into glucose, which is your brain's primary source of energy. But unlike sugary snacks that flood your system with a quick burst and then disappear, oats release glucose slowly and steadily, giving your brain the consistency it craves. Studies show that people who eat a low-glycemic breakfast like oatmeal perform better on memory tests, experience fewer mood swings, and even report higher productivity in the first half of the day. Think about that. Your breakfast literally sets the tone for your brain's performance. But it doesn't stop there. Inside your oats are key nutrients that many of us are quietly lacking, like vitamin B, thiamine, iron, and magnesium. These aren't just nice to have, they're critical for brain chemistry. Magnesium, for example, plays a huge role in stress regulation. Low magnesium? You might feel anxious, restless, irritable. Just 1 cup of oats delivers nearly 15% of your daily magnesium needs. But here's the secret most people miss. Oats, GAN, protein, GAN, healthy fat, brain fuel that lasts all day. If your morning oats are just carbs, no nuts, no protein, no fat, then you're only feeding half the system. And that's mistake 6. Skipping the balance. A scoop of almond butter, a few walnuts, some chia seeds, or a side of boiled eggs. This small addition can transform your focus, stabilize your mood, and even reduce cravings later in the day. Now, let's shift gears for a moment and talk about something you probably don't associate with oatmeal: hormones. Oatmeal is rich in lignans, plant compounds that can mimic estrogen in the body. That's great news for some, especially women going through hormonal shifts like perimenopause or menopause. Lignans can help regulate estrogen levels and reduce symptoms like hot flashes and mood swings. But it's also a double-edged sword. If your hormones are already imbalanced, or if you have conditions like PCOS or estrogen dominance, too much lignan exposure can tip the scales even more. So, mistake 7, ignoring hormonal signals. Your body speaks, learn to listen. Here comes another curveball: oatmeal and sleep. Yep, What you eat in the morning can influence how well you sleep at night. Oats contain melatonin, precursors, and boost serotonin production, which is crucial for regulating sleep cycles. When your serotonin levels are steady throughout the day, your body naturally transitions into a relaxed, sleepy state at night. But again, only if your blood sugar is balanced. If you've been eating sugary oats that spike and crash your system, your cortisol, the stress hormone, gets triggered. And elevated cortisol levels at night? Say goodbye to deep, restful sleep. Let's pause and break down one of the biggest oatmeal traps ever. Store-bought oat milks. Sounds healthy, right? But did you know many commercial oat milks are loaded with canola oil, added sugar, and gums? These ingredients can inflame the gut, disrupt hormones, and cause energy crashes. So mistake 8. Thinking all oat products are created equal. If you're pouring oat milk into your oatmeal thinking you're doubling the benefits, think again. Always read the ingredients. Look for unsweetened, oil-free, minimal ingredient options. Or better yet, make your own at home. Now let's go even deeper. One of the most shocking things people add to their oats? Low-fat fruit yogurts. It seems innocent, tasty, convenient. But those healthy yogurts are often packed with artificial sweeteners, coloring agents, and preservatives. Some even contain more sugar than a can of soda. And when you mix that into your oats, you're not just feeding your gut, you're feeding the bad bacteria in your microbiome. And here's where it gets scary. When your gut is overrun with bad bacteria, it doesn't just affect digestion. It affects your immune system, your mood, even your cravings. You start to crave more sugar, feel more bloated, and even develop skin issues. So mistake 9, turning oatmeal into dessert. If your breakfast tastes like cake, it's probably not serving your body the way it should. Now, let's rewind for a second and talk longevity. Cultures around the world known for their long lifespans, like the Okinawans in Japan or the Sardinians in Italy, eat high-fiber, slow-digesting breakfasts. Oats fit that profile perfectly. They reduce systemic inflammation, help regulate insulin, and promote cellular repair through something called autophagy, your body's way of cleaning out damaged cells. But here's the final catch for today's part. Not timing your oatmeal properly. Eating a big bowl of oats right before bed? Not a great idea. Late-night carbs can spike blood sugar and interfere with melatonin. Oats are best consumed early in the day, when your metabolism is ramping up and your body is primed to use the fuel efficiently. So let's recap this section. Oats feed your brain with steady glucose and vital nutrients. They regulate serotonin and support better sleep if eaten early and balanced. Oats contain lignans that interact with hormones for better or worse. Commercial oat milk and flavored yogurts can sneak in oils and sugars that destroy gut health. And your toppings can either heal or harm you. Now, we're going even further. We'll uncover how oatmeal affects inflammation, cholesterol medication interactions, and the real reason why some people feel hungrier after eating oats than before. Plus the #1 oat brand to avoid, and the 3 best ways to supercharge your oats for immunity. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. Deeper. Let's talk inflammation. One of the root causes of almost every chronic disease. Heart disease, diabetes, arthritis, even depression. And guess what plays a big role in keeping inflammation down? Yep, oats. Oats are packed with avenanthramides, powerful antioxidants that help reduce inflammation by blocking the release of inflammatory cytokines. These compounds are almost exclusive to oats, meaning you won't get them from wheat, rice, or corn. Just oats. Daily intake of avenanthramides has been linked to lower levels of C-reactive protein, a key marker of inflammation in the body. But there's a catch. You only get these benefits if you eat minimally processed oats. Instant oats? They've been steamed, rolled, chopped, and flattened until they lose much of their natural structure and with it, a lot of the anti-inflammatory power. So mistake 10, relying on instant oats. Go for steel, cut, or old-fashioned rolled oats whenever possible. Now let's get into something most doctors never tell you. oatmeal and medication. If you're taking cholesterol-lowering drugs like statins, adding oatmeal can boost their effectiveness. That's because the soluble fiber in oats helps remove excess cholesterol from your digestive system before it enters your bloodstream. It's like giving your medication a natural sidekick. But if you're on blood sugar medication, be careful. Some people notice that eating oatmeal alongside certain diabetes meds can cause blood sugar to drop too low. That's right. Oats can be so effective at moderating glucose that they create a hypoglycemic effect when combined with medications. So, mistake 11, not tracking how oatmeal interacts with your prescriptions. Talk to your doctor if you're adding oats daily, especially if you notice lightheadedness or weakness after breakfast. Let's switch gears and tackle something you've probably wondered. Why do some people feel hungrier after eating oatmeal? Sounds counterintuitive, right? But here's what's happening. If your bowl of oatmeal lacks protein or fat, your insulin might spike too high in response to the carbs. When insulin spikes even from a healthy source, it can lead to a rebound hunger within a couple of hours. Your blood sugar drops, your body panics, and you feel ravenous. That's why people say, "I eat oatmeal, but I'm starving by 10 a.m. So, mistake 12. Eating naked oats. You must dress them up with healthy fats, proteins, and fiber-rich toppings. Plain oats aren't enough. Balance is everything. Now, let's talk brands. Not all oats are created equal. There's one brand in particular, and no, we won't name names, that markets itself as heart healthy, but secretly uses glyphosate-contaminated oats. Glyphosate is a herbicide linked to hormone disruption and cancer risk. Independent tests have found alarming levels of it in several big-name oat brands. So, mistake 13. Trusting the label without doing your research. Always look for certified organic oats, preferably from brands that test for glyphosate. Your health is worth it. And now, let's flip the script with something positive. Supercharging your oatmeal. If you want your morning bowl to go from good to great, try these powerful upgrades. Add flax seeds or chia seeds rich in omega-3s and fiber. They help reduce inflammation and support brain function. Turmeric, yaon, black pepper. This combo boosts curcumin absorption, a powerful anti-inflammatory compound. Frozen wild blueberries packed with antioxidants that protect your brain and heart. Unsweetened Greek yogurt adds protein and probiotics for gut health. Cinnamon helps regulate blood sugar and adds natural sweetness without the crash. These ingredients turn your oats into a metabolic powerhouse. And here's a bonus tip. Try making overnight oats instead of hot oatmeal once or twice a week. Why? Because soaking oats reduces phytic acid, an anti-nutrient that can block mineral absorption. Plus, it's convenient and refreshing. Just oats, almond milk, a dash of cinnamon, chia seeds, and berries in the fridge overnight. Done. Before we wrap up this section, let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. Oatmeal is not just food. It's a daily ritual, a commitment, a signal to your body that you care. When eaten with intention and knowledge, it can become one of the most powerful tools for health and longevity. But if eaten mindlessly loaded with sugar, full of additives, lacking balance, it becomes just another bowl of carbs. So, what will you choose? In the final part of this video, we're going to reveal the ultimate oatmeal blueprint, how to customize your oats for fat burning, brain boosting, or even anti-aging goals. Plus one oatmeal habit that nutritionists follow every single day that most people never even consider. It's time to upgrade your breakfast for life. Now let's bring it all together, because if you've made it this far, you're ready for the ultimate oatmeal transformation. You've learned how oats can impact your heart, gut, brain, hormones, and even sleep, but the real power comes when you customize your bowl to match your goals. Whether you're trying to lose fat, improve mental clarity, reduce inflammation, or even slow aging, your oatmeal can be your secret weapon. So let's build the oatmeal blueprint, step by step. Goal 1. Fat-burning oatmeal. Start with half a cup of rolled oats, not instant. Add 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, a dash of cinnamon, and a scoop of unflavored protein powder. Then mix in unsweetened almond milk. Top with a few slices of green apple or a small handful of berries. Why this combo? Cinnamon balances blood sugar. Chia seeds keep you full longer. Protein stabilizes insulin and prevents cravings. Apples or berries offer antioxidants with minimal sugar. This combo activates your metabolism, reduces snacking, and keeps you energized for hours. Goal 2. Brain-boosting oatmeal. Use steel-cut oats if you can. They're slower to digest, perfect for cognitive fuel. Add a spoon of almond butter, a few walnuts, turmeric with black pepper, and top it with wild blueberries. This one's all about neuroprotection. Omega-3s in walnuts support memory. Curcumin in turmeric reduces brain fog. Blueberries increase BDNF, a protein linked to learning and mental performance. Think sharper focus, better mood, less anxiety. Goal 3. Anti-aging oatmeal. Yes, there's such a thing. Start with your base oats and add flax seeds, pumpkin seeds, a drizzle of raw honey, and pomegranate seeds if available. Throw in some goji berries for bonus antioxidants. These ingredients are rich in zinc, selenium, polyphenols, and adaptogens, nutrients that protect your cells from damage, improve skin elasticity, and support hormone balance. Now, here's the one oatmeal habit that nutritionists swear by, but most people overlook completely. Rotate your bowl. That's right, don't eat the exact same oatmeal every day. Why? Because variety increases nutrient diversity, and nutrient diversity feeds your gut microbiome. A healthier microbiome equals stronger immunity, better mood regulation, and fewer cravings. So, Monday could be fat-burning oats, Wednesday brain fuel, Friday anti-aging. Keep your body guessing, your palate excited, and your cells thriving. But let's be honest. The power of oatmeal doesn't come from the oats alone. It comes from your intention. From the moment you choose what goes into your bowl, you're choosing what kind of day you'll have. Will it be balanced or chaotic? Energized or drained? Nourished or numbed? Oatmeal is more than food. It's a decision, a daily ritual, a reminder that health isn't about perfection, it's about consistency with awareness. So as you stand in front of that stove, or fridge, or microwave tomorrow morning, ask yourself, what does my body need today? Then build your bowl accordingly. And if you've been eating oats every day, but still feeling off, bloated, tired, or not seeing results, go back through this video. Pinpoint your mistakes. Adjust. Optimize. Your breakfast is speaking to your biology. Make sure it's saying the right things. And now, as we wrap this up, here's the final truth. The tiniest daily habits shape your future. One bowl of smartly prepared oatmeal might not change your life overnight, but one bowl, every morning, for weeks, for months, with intention, variety, and balance, that's how transformation begins. So go forth, stir wisely, top boldly, chew mindfully. Your future self is already thanking you. And if you found value in this video, share it with someone who still thinks oatmeal is just boring mush. Hit that like button, subscribe for more nutrition breakdowns that actually make sense, and until next time, eat smart, live strong, and never underestimate the power of a single bowl of oats.